Hello everyone, I am Tali, the new CEO of Shefa Gems. Some of you already know me, and for those who don't, I am the daughter of the late Mr. Avi Taub Zal, the company's founder and CEO until his untimely passing last October. I'm also the sister of Yossi Taub, who is a director in our company and its business development manager, and of Mendy Taub, our chief operations officer, who manages all our exploration in the permit areas. We have all worked closely with our father for over 15 years, and on behalf of the entire team, I want to say thank you for the vote of confidence and especially for the honor you gave us to fulfill our father's vision for the benefit of the company and all its shareholders. So the reason I'm talking to you on this platform is because we have received a number of questions from shareholders that I will try to answer them here. If there are any other questions that we did not answer, please use any of the platforms we posted this video on to ask any question that you have, and we will be happy to answer if we can on our next Q&A video. Without further ado, and after all the introductions, we will start with our first question. What is the significance of the publications of a holding company which is traded on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange under the symbol SEFA.TA? Okay, so these publications are mistakenly seen as the end of the gem mining in Israel. So this is, of course, a misunderstanding, and I will try to explain it in a way that will be understood. Our company, Shefa Gems, was established 22 years ago with the aim of finding economic deposits of gems and diamonds in the Holy Land based on the prophecy of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Since then, the company obtained scientific and geological evidence according to all the international rules of exploration of gems and diamonds. Accordingly, we received permits and license from the State of Israel that are renewed every year subject to our compliance with the work plans in the permits. Later, I will also tell you exactly where we stand in terms of mining and how close we are to the realizing the dream. But first, we return to the burning question. So as mentioned, 22 years ago, our company was established as an Israeli private company, and since 2017, its shares are traded on the London Stock Exchange under the symbol SEFA, SEFA.LON. In between, in 2012, a transaction was made in which a holding company traded on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange under the symbol SEFA.TA, hence probably the confusion, purchased a high percentage of shares in our company, Shefa Gems. As of today, the date of this video, July 20, this holding company holds about 33% of the issued capital of our company. Until a few days ago, the activity of this holding company amounted to only the holding of our company's shares, meaning it had no independent activity beyond that. But now that has changed, and this company reported in Tel Aviv that it is entering into a new activity totally unrelated to the mining field. In addition, this company announced that it is interested in dividing the 33% of its holding in our company among its shareholders. So first of all, if you are a shareholder of this holding company in Tel Aviv, and you are interested in knowing what you deserve from from this company's holding in Shefa Gems in London, please follow the reports of the trustee that was appointed to handle these shares. There will probably be active actions required from you to obtain these shares. Just between us, as we say, I'll tell you that this transaction is good for you. I mean, because at the end of the process, you will hold shares in both companies, also in Shefa Gems in London, our mining company, and also in this holding company with its new activity, meaning you profit twice. Either way, and this is very important, since the name of this holding company has not yet changed, this creates confusion and misinformation, such as the incorrect assumption that our company has decided to change its field of activity. Bottom line, and let there be no misunderstanding, not only that we are still here and operating as we have been working for the past 22 years, but we are in the midst of tremendous and exciting growth and promotion steps that we're taking. So if you want to make sure that a message or assumption or headline or any other info is directly related to our mining company, please follow only our reports in the LSE and or our publications in any of the Shefa Gems formal platforms. Publications, as I said, on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange are no longer related to us or our activity. So now that we have finished with the confusing issues, we can move on to the interesting stuff. So, another question. When will the first gemstone mine in the Holy Land will be opened? So for those of you who are not really up to date, I will give a quick background. To the best of our knowledge, and we have been here for for over 20 years, there has never been a mine of precious gemstones or diamonds in Israel. The law by which the state operates, as far as we are concerned, is the mining law, under which we must go through a number of steps and permits in order to open an official commercial mine. It starts with prospecting permits, move on to exploration permits, continues with a certificate of discovery, and ends with a mining license through which and only through which gemstone can be legally mined for commercial purposes. Shefa Gems currently holds prospecting and exploration permits over about 400,000 dunams in northern Israel, the Carmel area, the Zvulun Valley, the Kishon River, and the surrounding areas. On March this year, we received a certificate of discovery for 500 dunams that were extracted from these permits. In other words, the state of Israel has confirmed that this specific 500 dunam is the first potential economic mine of precious gems in the Holy Land. This is a very exciting and unbelievable announcement. In order for us to obtain a mining license for this first certified mine and extract gems for commercial purposes, we are required to provide additional approvals and reports. This is mainly a bureaucratic procedure of about 12 months, give or take Corona issues. So to your question, we work on the business assumption that the first gemstone mine in the Holy Land will be open with God's help and the courtesy of the Corona and bureaucracy in about 12 months. Another question. What are we doing with the rest of the permit areas? So, as I said, in addition to those 500 dunams of the first gemstone mine, the company holds another 400,000 dunams under prospecting and exploration permits. In these areas, we are promoting our work plans on the basis of the data that we already have till today. Working on these basis, we are promoting the development of additional mines with the main goal of commercial diamond mines. The next obvious question that we are usually asked, why we didn't start with diamonds but chose to start with gemstone mine? Technically, it was an informed business decision of cost versus benefits. Invest less on and open a less complicated mine, start generating revenue through it, and then develop the other potential mines, which may be more valuable by comparison, but also cost a lot more to develop. But beyond the technical and business this business decision, gems or diamonds for us both have an invaluable added value through being originated from the holiest source for all religions. What we have here, all of us who have holdings in Shefa.lon, is an exclusivity on a certified mine of natural precious gems that cannot be copied, that comes from this sacred source, which has a tremendous added value. For us, as we see it, we cannot go wrong with this. Another question, exploration costs money, marketing costs money. As long as we do not open a mine, where will the money come from? Will there be more dilutions? I will share something with you. Me and my brothers, we are also shareholders. In the beginning, our holdings were much, much higher, and today, not anymore. Um, we are too tired of these delusions and want them to stop. Therefore, and as part of my entry into the CEO position, we are trying to promote some investments and collaboration deals that will not be at the expense of our shareholders. These negotiations are, of course, confidential at this time, but I can say that our goal at the moment is definitely to avoid further dilutions as much as possible. Um, Feel free to read about all the latest developments in the attached newsletter and follow our announcements on the LSE. You will also find an invitation to attend the upcoming annual meeting by Zoom. If you're interested, we'll be happy to see you. And as mentioned, you are welcome to ask any question in the comments here, and we will try to answer as much as possible if we can on our next Q&A video. Keep following, exciting things to come. I know that we are very excited for everything that we are trying to promote, and we'll be in touch. The gods, everyone. Bye bye.